Sup, guys? I am here with the great Max Gainz. You want to say hi?
Hi.
I love it.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
I am the media behind Max Gainz.
She definitely is. She's the media behind Max Gainz. Amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
Just unreal reels.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Reels
I
are
do.
unreal.
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 Well, should we start with the question everyone wants to know?
What?
What does the future look like in this country for the well-off white man?
I wouldn't know. Unfortunately, I'm on the other side of that.
Unbelievable. So, where are you from? Since nobody knows.
Oh. I am from Ocean View. I grew up in Ka'u, in a small town on the south side of the Big Island. Love it.
Do you miss it?
Those are much simpler times. Yep. I didn't have to pay bills.
Yup.
You know?
I do know.
Yep. Could live at home, surf, hang out, do all the things you do when you grow up in the country and not have to worry about too much adulting.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I liked it too.
So growing up in Ka'u, how did you feel about your job prospects?
There weren't a lot of job prospects growing up in Ka'u.
What do you think about Joe Biden?
Well, Joe Biden doesn't even know his name, so Joe Biden's not going to do much for anybody, not including himself.
Do you think he's going to win?
Everything in this country is rigged.
That is true.
I wouldn't put anything past our government.
Wow.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Are you voting?
Most definitely not.
I don't blame you. Like it.
Voting is your right, but it really doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, well, we don't really have a choice. Voting is really just a performance.
Exactly. Just like the president.
Maybe we should just have a political show. We could just be like...
Just politicking on here.
How do we feel? So let's talk about the housing shortage.
Okay, let's talk about
What does the government do or don't do that contributes to the housing shortage?
What does the government do or doesn't do that contributes to the housing shortage? Well, they make building multiple dwellings on any one property in Hawaii County very difficult. They also don't have a lot of land here that's zoned for multifamily. So I think it's roughly 97% of the land on the Big Island is zoned to agriculture. So here anyway, there's a lot of land, but there's not a lot of opportunity to build multiple houses on a single property or to build multifamily dwellings such as apartment complexes or anything like that. So you're pretty limited to your options in terms of creating opportunities to solve the housing shortage on the Big Island. I think it's roughly 50,000 houses are needed in Hawaii. It's estimated that only 8,000 will be built, which leaves 42,000 more homes needed. So we're doing a small part in alleviating that, but I don't think anything on a major scale.
So would you sell a house to a foreigner?
Define foreigner.
Not from Hawaii.
I would always sell to local people first. In the event that nobody wanted to buy my house, no local people were interested in my house, and I would probably have to.
Have you sold any homes to anybody that isn't local?
I haven't sold any houses to anybody who's from out of state. I have sold homes to people from different islands, but all the people I've sold houses to are Hawaii residents.
So how do you feel about the economy going into 2024?
I feel pretty good. I feel like, of course, they'll have to bring the rates down some because it's election year, and of course they want us to like them. So The rates will come down, which will increase people's buying power. You'll start to see more buyers in the market. As interest rates come down, house prices will go up. So for the builders and developers, it'll be a good market. Probably have multiple offers on each property you have. There's already a housing shortage, and with people being able to have increased buying power, you'll start to see multiple offers on houses and properties. We're already seeing it here on the Big Island on vacant land. I mean, if you're in Paradise Park or Ainaloa and you're buying lots, you know that there's multiple cash offers.
So would you say it's a good time to buy now before the buying frenzy?
Well, if you buy now, you'll probably pay a little more on your mortgage, but when the rates do drop, you'll get that value add as your home will go up. If you wait to buy, you'll have a little bit lower payment. Well, you might not even have a lower payment because your purchase price will be higher. You'll just lose out on the equity gain. If you purchase now, even though your payment will be a little more, as the rates drop, the property prices will increase. So like if you bought today and the rates continue to go down, the value of your home will go up. If you wait till the rates are low and you buy at the peak market, you'll still have a payment that might actually be similar because the price you're buying the house for will be so much more. But when you buy at the peak, even though the rates are low, you're not going to get that gain in equity. You know, my biggest advice to anybody is education. The more educated you are, the better of a decision you can make, and the more likely you are to succeed or make a proper decision. So I think if you don't understand economics, it's good to study that a little bit. It's good to study the different market trends and how markets work, and then make a decision that's best for you. Not everybody is in the same financial situation. So if you are in a financial situation where you can afford a home now, it's probably better to buy now than it is to wait. Like I said, your payment will probably be similar, but you'll lose out on the value add. So when the rates drop, if you were to buy today and the rates drop and the house prices increase, you'll gain positive equity. If you wait till the market's at its peak, even though the rates are low, you're going to have to wait for the market to cycle again to get that value add.
If I sign up for this coaching program on my first deal, how much money can I expect to make versus how much money I would have to invest into this program?
Well, the coaching program is really about application. So we can teach you everything that you need to know, but if you don't apply what we're teaching you, then, you may make no money. But if you follow the steps and you apply what you're being taught, you'll make anywhere from 5 to 10x your investment.
Nice. You think everybody should carry a gun?
Well, we're talking about education, and my educated guess would say no. There are definitely some people who are unfit for that. So I would have to disagree with that statement.
I see.
I don't think everybody should carry a gun.
I see. So only some people.
Yes.
Yeah. And which people are these?
The chosen few.
I see.
Yep.
Am I chosen?
Are you? Are we getting into mental stability here?
How do you feel today?
How do I feel today?
Yup.
I actually feel great. I wake up on Monday and there's just so much progress going on. Non-stop progress.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
wow.
As long as we're moving forward in a positive direction, nothing is permanent. Sometimes the situation seems bad, may never end, but there's always a lesson to be learned. There's always something positive that comes out of it, and everything is temporary, nothing is forever. So you're in control of your own destiny. You're in control of your situation. The choices you make, the results you see are just a direct reflection of you. Every action has a positive, equal or negative black reaction. Nah. Every action has an opposite or equal reaction. So usually the work you put in is what you see on the return side. So if you're not seeing the kind of results you want, you're probably not putting in the kind of work you need to.
Beautiful.
Plato couldn't have said it better.
What are your goals in the next 10 years?
What are my goals in the next 10 years? My goals in the next 10 years are to keep working on building generational wealth, to create job opportunities and inspiration for people here in my community, as well as throughout the state. I would like to try to impact the need for housing as much as I can. Just basically try to show people that you can come from anywhere, and you can do it. You know, it doesn't matter where you're from, what ethnicity you are, where you grew up. Your opportunities are what you make them.
Did you ever see yourself where you are now?
You know, to be honest, I'm not even where I see myself. I see myself far beyond where I am now. In my mind, I have far surpassed where I am right now. When you're in the right time, at the right place, the right opportunities present themselves, and then you accelerate your trajectory to where it is you're going. So as long as you can visualize where it is you want to go in your mind, then getting there, it's like you have to manifest it. So if you think too small, you'll never be too big, right?
What kind of Hawaii do you hope your kids will be, or what kind of Hawaii do you think your kids will inherit, or do you hope they will inherit?
My kids go to Hawaiian immersion school, and so I think my kids have a clear identity of who they are and where they come from. So in terms of a cultural perspective, I think that they're really rooted within their community and within their affirmation of who they are. And so in terms of that, I think they'll inherit the Hawaii that they're supposed to. In terms of opportunities, there's opportunities all around us here in Hawaii, actually. I think there's more opportunity than people realize. I'm just not sure that they see the opportunity. There's opportunity everywhere if you know where to look and you know how to create it. You know, opportunities come to you every day, whether or not you're open and receptive to them and you're able to see them. Now that's a whole different thing. Opportunities aren't there if you're not looking. In terms of the economy, I think that's another thing that's opportunity based. And I think that if you are knowledgeable in what you're doing, I think that there's money to be made in good markets. There's money to be made. Actually, there's even more money to be made in a bad market. It just is all about taking advantage of the opportunities that you create.
How do you balance dad life and work life?
My goodness. You know, balancing family life and work, that is, that's probably quite difficult. That could be one of the most difficult. You know, in either space, you cannot get the time or the opportunities back. So while your kids are growing up, you're never going to get the opportunity to spend those same moments with them again as they pass through the different stages of their life. You're also not going to get the same business opportunities as well. So when you have multiple big opportunities happening in the business world and in your personal life, you know, spending time with your family and all that, balancing the two can definitely be difficult, but I think that it's really important to make sure that you spend time, quality time with your kids and your family, because at the end of the day, all the money in the world probably still can't buy you happiness. So, you know, um, how do I balance it? Well, most days I take my kids to school, so I spend time with them there. I try to spend my weekends with them. And I try to, participate and be as present as I can. So I try to do most of my things while they're at school or while they're asleep. And that way, when they're up and they're active or they're home, uh, I'm present as a father. And when they're away, I am present in my business.